Welcome to another installment of X's and Omar. I'm John Evenson from CBS 12 Sports.
What?
Matt Lincoln.
You're not Matt Lincoln?
I'm not Matt Lincoln. Matt Lincoln is off this week. I know it's frightening, but thank goodness the man is still here, Omar.
Appreciate that.
Does that make me X's? I'm X's, you're Omar?
There you go.
Today you look like you're in a better mood than you were last week. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
I'm always in a more pleasant mood when the Dolphins win. People got to understand. They always think that I root for the Dolphins to lose because, I'm all doom and gloom all the time.
Your articles may be more fun sometimes when they lose.
Oh, my job is so much easier. It's so much better to go in a locker room where people are pleasant and they're happy and they're winning and they're joking around as opposed to everybody with their head down and oh, woe is me. And while there are issues to fix, and it was not a pretty victory against Philadelphia Eagles, but as I said with the Washington victory, there are no such things as ugly wins. There are ugly losses, but no such thing as ugly wins.
They just escaped with a 20-19 victory, and amazing considering, and this is amazing to say, that was one of the more ugly first quarters we've seen. Another slow start, another safety. 3rd and 3 games.
They're probably going to set a franchise record against Dallas. Just, my doom and gloom side coming out.
And just when you thought this game was going to be a 97-3 final, special teams, defense comes up with big plays, especially
they get lucky. In fact, with the Jarvis Landry touchdown catch, I joke with Mike Pouncey, that might be the first time I've seen, at least in the past couple of years, that the Dolphins' luck bounced their way. And he says, I've been here 5 years. I've never seen anything lucky happen to us. But, yeah, it was special teams play and a lot of backups stepping up. And if you look at Mike Hull, they cleared the whole bench of all their linebackers. Everybody played. Neville Hewitt, no, it's not. Neville Hewitt, Mike Hull, Zach Vigil, all the undrafted linebackers got on the field and not only played, but had to contribute.
Yeah.
And to be able to pull off the victory on that Rashard Jones interception and your offense, eating up as much as 1 minute and 30 seconds left on the clock, those are steps in the right direction. The question is, can they continue to move in the right direction?
Well, isn't that something though? You mentioned it. They have, you have Wake gone. You had Grimes out for this game. Jenkins, McCain. The defense is something that we expected to be so great at the beginning of the year.
Well, it wasn't.
And then it wasn't. But then something like this happens, and they did look great with the guys in there who aren't necessarily supposed to be in there.
I think part of the reason that they looked so good was because the Eagles had offensive line issues as well. They put their right tackle as their left tackle, and their center just got abused by Ndamukong Suh the entire game, which clearly indicates that they need to upgrade the center position. I don't think there was anything super special that the Dolphins did on a defensive standpoint. I just think for some reason, luck was on their side, and they managed to get the job done. Because all it took was Rashard Jones to not step right in front of that pass. It ends up being an Ertz touchdown pass, and pretty much game's over. Because do you have confidence that the offense is going to rally down the field in 4 minutes and 30 seconds and score to win?
What ended up being the winning touchdown was, can I say a fluke? I mean, Tannehill was praying when that ball was in the air, Jarvis Landry, luckily.
I'm sure Tannehill was saying, just nobody catch it. He didn't care if Jarvis caught it. Just nobody catch this thing.
That's right. Yeah. Slow motion for him for sure. Well,
absolutely.
4-5 now. Last week at this time, most Dolphin fans were, pretty much mailing.
Oh, yeah, the season is over.
Season's over. And then this win, and there's that little spark. That little spark that a wild card opportunity is still there.
You know what really keeps the spark alive?
What's that?
There aren't any good teams in the AFC, outside of the teams in the AFC East. Because right now, you could say the Jets are good. I think Buffalo is a pretty good team. I'm biased to Rex Ryan. Everybody knows I'm biased to Rex Ryan. I love a Rex Ryan coach team. But everybody else in the division, is Oakland good? Pittsburgh with Ben Roethlisberger injured? How long are they? How long are they going to be around?
Yeah.
I would say there's the Patriots, Denver. Look at Denver. Good God.
Yeah.
What's going to happen now with Brock Osweiler as their starting quarterback? Their whole season can tank.
And there is a lot of parity. You're right. I mean, even when you hit the schedule here, 5 of the final 7 games for the Dolphins are at home. And I think we may have that up right now. Are any of these teams besides the Pats 500 teams? I'm looking at this here.
The Jets and the Pats.
Yeah.
And the Giants could get around to being 500. But yeah, this is, while we looked at the season at the beginning of the year and we said, oh, there's nothing but cupcakes at the beginning of the year. Dolphins should go 6-0. Oh my God, this is going to be a cakewalk.
Cupcakes with razor blades.
Cities. You know, I had always said, slow down, because you can never factor in with injuries. But I also knew and thought that the back end of the schedule was going to be the tough part. And turns out, it doesn't look so tough.
You aren't going to tweet Dave Hyde right now about that easy beginning of the year, right?
Yeah, that was Dave Hyde's special. He predicted 6-0, people. 6-0 clearly wasn't what happened. But I do. You know what's interesting about this team? I have no idea what to expect every week. And that keeps me interested. That keeps me intrigued.
So the fact that there is a very home-heavy schedule to end this, I mean, could that bode well for the Dolphins? Dan Campbell in the mix. There's some excitement. There's some energy. Add the crowd.
It can.
And what do you know?
It can, because I don't think there's a single team on that schedule that the Dolphins can't beat outside of the Patriots.
All right.
Not a single team.
You know what? We mentioned injuries. Since we got the man here, you've been at practice all week. Let's kind of recap who's hurt and who's working. Of course, Jelani Jenkins, that left ankle again. Didn't he injure that in the Buffalo game as well?
He re-aggravated that. We don't know if he's going to be able to play. He didn't look very good during the week before. Neville Hewitt got a lot of the work. That's why they signed a new linebacker, Michael Johnson. Right. It's not looking good for the linebackers. Cole Misi doesn't even play all of his snaps just because he's got a foot issue.
That's right.
That's progressively getting worse than getting better. It's going to be a patched up linebacking unit, and you're just going to have to survive. You've survived all season with this linebacking unit. I think you can go one more game.
We'll thin at cornerback too. I guess we'll get Grimes back here, but
Bryce McCain says he's going to play. He's going to practice.
That's good news.
That's good news. But really, they've got some young cornerbacks, Jamar Taylor, Bobby McCain, who are stepping up and are getting to the forefront and are playing better and playing well. So
experience is where it's thin.
Definitely. But I think there are a lot of young players now. Are they ready and capable of covering Des Bryant? Probably not, but it's a step in the right direction for this team from the cornerback position.
Let's get to a question. My first question on X's and Omar. Gonzo wrote in. He asks, what is the #1 priority this offseason? I think I know what you're going to say here.
Finding the right head coach, finding a guy who you have confidence that he can build a quality staff, finding the right coach. It'll be interesting to see what is Mike Tannenbaum's role in this whole situation, because what Tannenbaum was hired was to be the liaison for Steve Ross and to walk them through as an organization to basically make sure that they have the right people in place. Right. And that's the one thing you could say about Steve Ross during his entire career as the owner. He hasn't had the right people in place. And it's on Mike Tannenbaum to get it done.